Hello, Associate Dragoons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon LeafGreen. We got a B for today, and this is my... I don't know, I lost track of how many times I wanted to start this recording. It was not my morning, okay? I'll just put it at that. But, yeah. So, we got a long video planned for today, because the raw footage, well, I say, raw footage, but the, edited down footage I got is, like, over 27 minutes, so we'll just try to blow through this as fast as we can, so, originally, this was going to just be getting to the entrance of Mount Moon after we take care of Brock, but, yeah, I realized that the, edited bit was like 15 minutes, so I figured, okay, I'll just add on the, what was supposed to be part 4 for this, and we'll just go from there. So, before I get into all that stuff, let's start with Brock. Well, the concept of gyms, because this is meant to help you get used to the idea of one. There are several trainers around the gym facility and a gym leader. Most of the time, there are means to avoid gym trainers, but I mean, why would you not? That's free experience points right there. So, yeah. Sometimes they have like a theme, or just, or they all share the same type or whatever. Like with Brock, for example, he is an all rock gym, but for some reason this kid had a Sandshrew earlier, so I don't know what all that was about. But anyway, so when you're battling Brock, it is a little tricky from Fire Red onward, because in Gen 1, Brock did not have any rock type attacks. He had Bide, Tackle, Harden, and I believe that was it. I think. You can go to Cerebi/Bulbapedia for that one, but you know. And his team has not changed from either of those games, because it's still a Geodude and his ace, which is coming up right now, Onyx. Onyx. Now, Mankey actually helps out if you have Charmander, like I do, because it knows Low Kick, which does a lot of damage depending on the Pokemon's weight. And Onyx is a pretty chunky dude. So, like, one Low Kick and one Karate Chop go down, no problemo. And yeah, that is Brock pretty much done for. But they only get a lot more, they gradually get more tricky from here on out, but, you know. Anyway, so now we have the Boulder Badge, which is one of 8 badges that we'll need in order to get to the Indigo Plateau. But that's not for a long time. Also here, I believe that the gym badges actually give certain stat buffs to your Pokemon, but I don't really know for sure. But also this was changed from Gen 1 because in the original Game Boy games, Brock gave you the TM for Bide, which basically you did nothing for 2 turns. You let your Pokemon get hit, and then you send back you dealt double the damage to your opponent. That's what Bide did. or well, that's what it does. But but for Gen 3, he gives us Rock Tomb, which is not a bad rock move, all things considered, because it does lower an opponent's speed. Assuming you're able to hit with it, that is, because there are times where it doesn't. It's not that accurate of a move. But anyway, so now that with Brock defeated, we can move on to the right of, well, I should say the east of the town, and we have access to the running shoes, which is a little bit faster than running, and yeah, see that? That is your natural running speed. It's not the best, but we will get something for it later. So don't worry too much about that. But yeah, you got a lot of returning characters here, along with a new trainer class known as the Lass trainers. Basically, Lasses will use the cutesy Pokemon. Anything that they find cute, like a Pidgey, a Jigglypuff, something like that, they will, they will use it. So, yeah. Oh, and we're also introduced to the youngster class here too. I think Ben was like the most iconic one, commenting about shorts being comfy and easy to wear, but honestly, it's just for a meme at that point. There's no, it doesn't really mean much of anything. Youngsters, I'm not sure what their theme is. Like, I think it's like common mons that you'll find around, but I'm not too sure on that. But I also decided to keep this in because we have a new encounter here, and that is Ekans. Ekans is a version exclusive for the games. I believe Ekans was in Fire Red. And in Leaf Green, which is what I got, you will get Sandshrew. Oops. At least I believe that's what it was. I could be wrong. Crap! Don't have my water. Oh well. But yeah. So because we got Mothra here with confusion, that makes poison pretty moot in all seriousness. But well, things can change. And yeah, she's got her Rattata too, but okay. So I did also keep this last battle in because it introduces yet another new mon. Okay, can people just leave me alone? Okay. Just sorry, just people have been blowing my phone right now, and I am so close to losing it. I'm so close. Anyway, so this is one of the reasons why I kept it in. This is a Nidoran female. And Nidoran was part of the reason why the original cut footage was about 15 minutes. Because you can find both genders in Leaf Green. Problem, males are a lot more rare than female. I don't get why. I don't get why. So after a little bit, I just decided, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it off screen. I'm going to edit in whenever I get my my male Nidoran with a good nature. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And honestly, I don't know why I walk so much. Like, I guess because like it's so like ingrained in my into my mind by now that like you can run by default in the modern games, but I don't really know why. Anyway, so this class also has a brand new encounter for us, which is a Jigglypuff. Now, this can be a bit of a problem to deal with because I believe Jigglypuff has the ability Cute Charm, which basically gives your Pokemon the infatuation status. Basically, there's a chance that your Mon will not be able to attack for a turn because it's in love. I really freaking hate this status. But yeah. Now, also, the Nidorans were swapped to here for you to catch. Probably so that way it wouldn't be so easy for you to take care of Brock. But I don't really know. Oh yeah, and also a little thing introduced for this game is that after you save for a bit, you can see a bit of a black and white replay of what you did. So yeah, there's that. And also we have our new party member. Well, our new permanent party member, Kratos, because I didn't really have any other good names for him. Now, I did level him up to level 15 because, well, he's, because, well, I think we're, actually, oh, no, I remember now. The reason that I leveled him up to level 15 was because I wanted him to be, on par with the rest of the team, so, yeah. I pretty much just had to do that. Bullet Seed. It's not that great of a grass type attack. I'm just saying. And also, we get Paris, which is a very rare encounter on this floor. In the lower levels, he is a lot more common. So the fact that I ran into him here, godsend. But I also had to be careful because, well, I kind of sort of need him as an HM slave. Mainly for cut, flash, and rock smash. If I actually got that. I don't really know where you can get rock smash. I don't really know where you can. I'm pretty sure there's like only. Okay. Let me think. Fly, surf, strength, cut, rock smash, flash. I think that's it. I think that's all of the HMs you need, or well, all that they had. So there's no dive. There's no dive. There's no waterfall. There's none of that. It's just, well, you know. Anyway, so where is it going with this crap? Anyway, so I think I kept this fight in because it actually had something interesting. Well, basically okay, so Natsu is pretty close to evolving, so I think I kept it in just because of that, though I'm not. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, or maybe I just forgot. I don't really know. Like it's still fairly early for me, and I am trying to get this done, so you know I don't have as much on my plate, you know, until next time. So, and yeah, Natsu is now finally evolving. So, unfortunately, he's not going to be all that very useful until a little later. Well, actually, I don't think he's all that. Well, okay. Like, as much as I love the Charizard line, Kanto was not the greatest for him because while there are quite a few trainers that do use the grass type, they're kind of few and far between. And the same thing kind of goes for Bug. But here we have Zubats, which is one of the reasons why I don't want to run in a cave, because caves are like grass tiles in the game. There is a chance that a Pokemon will spawn, and you will have to battle it. Though there's a chance for you to run away. But yeah, you see that? I feel that it's more commonplace if when you don't when you're running or on your bike, you will encounter a lot more Pokemon sooner than you'd think, or than you'd like. Also, there's this thing. There's a Clefairy. These are very rare. These are very, very, very rare in Mount Moon, and it's the only place that you can find them. Though this was before the fairy typing, so it's not a very good mon to have. Like, yes, it is a normal type, but that's really the only thing that it's good for. It has a large move pool, but that's really about it. So if you have a fighting type, or at least a fighting type move, like I did, Clefairy should be no real problem. And Mount Moon is going to be the rest of the video. So, you've been warned there. Also, this is the first time that we're introduced to Team Rocket, the real evil team. Well, I say the real evil team, but you know, I miss evil teams like this. Okay, like fucking Team Star or Team Yell. Like, no, I don't like them. I really don't. I don't like them because they're not even evil teams anymore. They're just fucking punks or misunderstood kids who are way too or like way too obsessed, you know? But oh well. So I figured I would just show off this one particular Team Rocket grunt. Though I do think I leave some more in, along with some more wild encounters, but that could just be me, because I didn't really want to sit through, I didn't want to sit through a lot of this stuff, so, excuse me, anyway, but yeah, Kratos was definitely worth, waiting so long in order to get, because right now he's putting in a fair amount of work for now, but he's not gonna be my main actually he is gonna be one of my heavy hitters, but he's not gonna be that for a little while, because technically he is one of the other earliest examples of a fully evolved mon, like Butterfree, for example. But that won't be for a little bit. And I also decided to keep the scientist in because he has because he has a couple Pokemon that we haven't seen yet, starting with Magnemite. Now, this little guy really got a buff with Gen 5, I believe, because if I remember right, sturdy, sturdy as in the ability, was a Gen 4 thing, but it wasn't like how we know today. Basically, sturdy back then was protection from from moves like a fissure or something like that. But anyway, Voltorb. He is one of the examples that people go to say that Pokemon designs have always been lazy, because yeah, it's literally just a Pokeball with an angry face. But and I'll talk about Voltorb later, along with Magnemite. But for now, Kratos is finally evolving. Well, I say finally. You barely knew him for like 5 minutes, not even. So now we have a Nidorino, which so the reason why I would have preferred the male line is because it's more combat oriented, unlike the it basically, the males hit harder than the girls. Just saying. Anyway, so okay, so back to Magnemite. Okay, so in Gen 1 it was a pure electric type. Okay, but in Gen 2 it was upgraded to have the steel type, which wasn't really saying a lot because, well, steel was one, it made its electric weakness even more egregious, and it also gained 2 more weaknesses with fire and fighting. But Gen 5 at least made it so it can take a hit. Gen 4 also gave it a 3rd Evo, which Gen 5 onward was a fantastic choice. Like if you wanted a really, really solid electric type, you cannot go wrong with a Magnezone. But okay, so I also wanted to mention other Pokemon that this class was using, just real quick before I go on to Voltorb. Oddish and Bellsprout. These two are essentially 2 halves of the same coin. Oddish is a fire red version, and Bellsprout is a leaf green version. So it just kind of depends on which one you want, I think. If I remember right, a Bellsprout was a speedy attacker, while Oddish was more of a slow, slightly more bulky special attacker. At least I think that's how it was. I don't fully remember. Please correct me in the comments. But anyway, so onto the Voltorb thing, right? Like I said earlier, Voltorb was, well, I would say Voltorb is, I would say that he is an example of Gen 1 Pokemon being relatively uninspired, because he's just a Pokeball, right? He's just a Pokeball that has a face, or, well, at least half of a face. But there is a bit of an interesting theory behind it. Basically, there is a theory that Voltorb is actually a Haunter possessing a Pokeball. There's nothing confirming it. It's just a theory. Plus, I mean, like, if you've seen the Hisuian Mons, then you definitely wouldn't know this stuff. So, well, yeah, it just didn't really matter all that much, I guess. So anyway, but we are thankfully almost at the end of Mount Moon here. So like, all I gotta do now is just do a slight bit more editing here, but I mean, it's not the worst. Oh, and also, yes, I've been encountering a lot of Geodudes. I'm pretty sure that it was the game telling me, "Hey, catch me, catch me, catch me." And also, I'm ignoring my running rule here. I guess it's because I just wanted to get it through early. Well, I guess because I just wanted to get it done with. So, well, you know. Also, earlier we caught. Well. Oh, here we got a moonstone. Moonstones are... okay. Before I get into that, this fight is kind of mandatory, though he does have some interesting mons that we'll have a look at later. Well, I guess we look at right now. For example, Grimer. Grimer can only be found in a late area in the game, so don't get used to. It's like, if you really wanted to use him, don't, because I think his uses would have been would have not, like, it just wouldn't have been good. But he also has Voltorb on hand, so. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, so what about the Moonstones? Well, they are evolution stones, and only a few Pokemon can actually use them. Nidorino being one of them. Now, you do have the option to do it now, so you can get an early ground type, but at the cost of, well, essentially having a major handicap during Misty's fight. But we'll get to Misty in the next video. But now we have Coughing, which I'm not sure where you can actually find Coughing. I think he's in the same area as Muck, but I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, a Grimer, Coughing, poison types, so if you got Butterfree with Confusion, not a problem. So you also get access to one fossil, either a Dome or Helix. I decided to go with the Dome fossil because I think the Lord Helix joke is dumb. I really do. I really do think that it's a dumb joke. But at least we have finally left Mount Moon. Now, there are a couple of move tutors here. Actually, those guys right there. One of them will teach you Mega Punch, and the other will teach you Mega Kick. One is a lot more powerful, but it's less accurate. But we'll deal with a Cerulean City in the next video, because holy crap, was this a long one coming. So yeah. Honestly, I don't really think I have a lot to ramble here. I mean, you know, I just got to the city, so I mean, like, what else can I really say? Plus, it's been so long. Oh well. So, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and every little click helps out a lot more than you think. So, until next time, Associate Goons, remember, reach for the stars.